Test, test, test. What's up, Kyle Milan? Man, I lost my glasses again. I cannot find them. I don't know where I put them at this time. I do not know, but they're somewhere. They're somewhere out there. I don't know why I got on these headphones. They ain't even gonna work this time. Gonna turn them off and take them off. But yeah, what's up with it, Con? Dope live stream, y'all. Yesterday it was real fascinating, I must say. Let me tilt my hat to the left. You feel me? Cause for some reason I don't know why we put on beanies and we tilt them. You feel me? We put the beanie on and we tilt it to the other side. It's crazy because man, I might have to restart this. I might have to restart it because I'm only on one platform right now. It'd be kind of cool when I kind of go live on more than one platform at a time. I can do two, three platforms and boom, it'd be in there. But I just named this the Bookerer, the Bookerer. Now I named this "What If Reality Wasn't Real?" Because you know, when we diving in, we see a lot, and a lot of times, you know, what we seen it really don't click until like later on, like a lot later, and like in the life journey, the psychedelic journey, will pop in and it'll show us different things, and that's basically what was going on a lot of times with my experiences. Like I was just looking up solipsism, and I was tripping out on it, bro, because it's a fascinating thing. Like solipsism, like I'm about to hold on. Let me play this real fast before I get started. You know, because I'm like going that thing is kind of something else. Like and it's one of the things that happens when you in there. You know, like you have these moments where it seems like you the only person that exists and nobody else is real. Nothing else is real. You know, it's one of the it's a fascinating thing that happens, but it's like crazy because within that moment you just feel lonely. You kind of feel lonely, and like, you know, I had an experience where it was like it was just me, nobody else existed, and I made up everybody. And you know, I didn't even know that was solipsism. I never knew that that's what that thing was. Like it's almost like you dive in, and all these different times that you go in, it's a name to what you seeing. It's a certain thing that's happening, and it's a name that can be put on every experience that you have, because everything is happening. There's like everything that somebody says that is true is most likely true. You feel me? Because if they're experiencing it and they're going through it, it's true in their life. You know, and that's the crazy thing about it. Like that's why I like to kind of get into and go over these things now, because it's a lot of information out there and that's going around, and we choose and we pick which information we like, and we stick with that information and live out life through that information, when all the information is actually, is saying something that is, you can understand that. I can understand in ways I didn't back then. Even if I heard the word solipsism, I wouldn't have never even looked it up back then, because it wouldn't have had no meaning to me. But now, I'm looking at it and I'm going, dang, this is right here. This is exactly what I went through on a lot of my experiences. That'd be what's my DMT trips look like. Exactly. This what mine look like too. This is what mine look like. When I be uploading them crazy videos that be doing all that stuff, that's what my mushroom experiences be looking like. It's like the craziest thing, but I'm do this thing on solipsism, and then I'm gonna start bringing people in, because like you right there, Gage Baker, I know you got a lot of experiences, which is one thing I like to do. I like to talk about experiences, the psychedelic experience, not all the time trying to make out or give the meaning of it, because the meaning for you might be different than me, because it's talking to you. When you on your experience and you're having your experience, the psychedelics is talking to you. They're giving you the information about yourself and about, how you perceiving things, which is the dopest thing. Alert. In the live stream less than 1 minute, or else the chat will be permanently banned. What? Man, what you about to do. That's what you about to do. You about to get up out of here. But let's go. I'm about to dive into it, and then after I play this little thing, then I'm gonna start pulling people in, and then we can talk about it. Cause I ain't got my glasses. I'm barely seeing these comments. You feel me? I can kind of see them right there though, which is dope. That's good that this one stayed up there. People be trolling. It's crazy. But let's go.
Solipsism is a philosophical
All
idea
right.
that suggests only one's own mind is certain to exist.
Hold on, matter of fact, it's not. Hold on, I don't for some. Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot I had it connected to my speakers. Let me turn that thing around to right there. Okay, let's start it again. Yeah, because we're gonna kind of talk about solipsism, because, like I said, you have these times on the experience where it feel like it's just you and nobody else exists, and it feel like you made everybody else, which is like it be crazy, bro. It's a dope feeling at the same, to say the least, but at the same time, it be just wild. It's wild. Okay, let's go.
Solipsism is a philosophical idea that suggests only one's own mind is certain to exist. According to this view, anything outside of one's own mind, including the external world and other people, cannot be known to truly exist. It stems from the idea that all of one's experiences and perceptions are ultimately filtered through their own consciousness.
But and it's wild, right? When you even hear that, because that's what it seems like it is, bro. Like it is like you making this thing up yourself, like. And in the end of the, well, I don't want to get too far ahead of what was said later on in this thing, but let's just go. I'm gonna just go, because I'm gonna get way far ahead of
Leading to the
myself.
conclusion that the only thing one can be absolutely sure of is the existence of their own mind.
And that's, to me, that's true.
Key points of solipsism. 1. Epistemological solipsism. This form of solipsism focuses on the limits of knowledge, suggesting that while other minds or an external world may exist, one cannot know for certain that they do.
And like, to me, that's what I be feeling like at times. Like everything exists. Like, you get to that point to where you feel like you're creating everything. Like, how, you don't know how. but you see it. It's almost like you painting this picture of everything. And the one thing that I understood is that everybody's doing this. Now, how it's a possible thing that's happening, it's still beyond me. Because it's like, but then still I understand we all are this one mind thing. Everybody is connected to this one mind. And that's why we can react and you know, talk to each other the way we do, because we all talking from this one thing that is existing within everybody and everything, bro.
The only knowledge that is truly secure is knowledge of one's own mind and its contents.
And how wouldn't it be? Because we take in everything, like you everything that you take in, you the one put the stamp on it, almost like a brick. You feel me? When you see them real bricks come through it and they got the stamp, not that brick that your homie had and he slid up on you, and you feel me, it was wrapped in plastic and it didn't have no stamp on it. It was almost like flour, you feel me? But no, it's like that's how it is with everybody's own mind. That's why we take in what we take in and we put out what we put out. Everything that we took in, we factored it in over time and made things real and made things, we put the stamp on it and said, okay, I believe this part of reality. I believe this part of reality. I believe this part of reality. It's like you're doing this yourself as you going. You doing this. You the one, factoring in and moving everything out the way and making your reality what you want your reality to be. And it's like the trippiest thing, bro. But let's see, what did you say, conductor? Let's see. For the start, this one first. It sounds like the reality is there, and then we do stuff with it and interact with it and confirm it to our standards and needs, like getting into the pool and doing your own swim strokes. Exactly, Con. It's like we're like you making it like me first starting to swim, and you start off with the doggy paddle first. You feel me? It's like you coming up with your own ways to make the reality, but the ways that you're coming up with are ways that was already here. They were like, if you get what I'm saying, they were already here. All we did was look at it and then reflected it. That's all it's like. Life is like this crazy reflection. You feel me? Like I said yesterday, like looking in the mirror. Everything is looking at the next thing in the mirror and seeing its own reflection and then putting that back out. It's acting upon its own reflection. It's like that's what life is doing. And it's like the weirdest thing, bro. What conductor said, what if not everybody is connected to the one mind but this one mind is connected to everyone? It could be that would be the same thing, though. Hey, that would be the same thing, bro. That would be the same thing. If it was connected to everybody. That's why, like, whenever I talk about God, I'll be like, that's why that thing that is God tries to, it's basically living within everybody. Like I had this thing, I was going to sleep last night, because I was like, when I laid down, I felt like, okay, who is this guy sitting on the throne kind of controlling everything? Like the thing that's controlling me, that's making me do all the things that I do. Like it's like almost like it's a little controller within me that is giving me information, giving me different things, having me go different ways. And it's one underlying part of me that is controlling all of me, even though it's letting bits and pieces of me be itself. It's still a part of me that's controlling all of me, that got control over all of me. So it's like almost like it put every aspect of myself in position to play a different part. And it's like, dang, that me right there is the one that I was like kind of tripping off of last night. And I can see him getting off the throne and walking away like, man, I ain't, I'm going to just let that thing just be what it be. Let that body just do whatever it do, because I think I have control, but I really don't, because everything else that's within me is controlling whatever I do in reality. And it's like almost like, to me, I feel like we gave our control away, like not knowing that this is what we did. We gave our control away to our urges, to our beliefs, to our religions. We gave our control away to all these other things, especially society. We gave our control away and we let the things that we created take over. Like, when I had the one experience where I seen all the parts of my body coming together to make my body. And then once the brain came in, the brain started to control everything. This is one thing that I love about psychedelics is the fact that you can see what happened throughout your birth of yourself even growing all the way down when you was just like an embryo growing. And you can see yourself becoming from that stage all the way until now. And you can see what aspects of you, of the body or whatever, started to take control and control certain things. Control, your taste buds, controlling what you eat. You feel me? Your eyes controlling what you want to touch or what you want in life. You start seeing your ears controlling the things that you hear. It's like all these different things are saying things, but they all have really their own mind in what they are doing. And the one you that is trying to grasp control of all of them is like, bro, it's far out, man. This shit is be far out sometimes. Hey, 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 Con. I was thinking about that, right? Because I was saying, like in life, in life, if you sit back and watch yourself, like take a day out and don't say too much. Just go about life and see what's going on. Pay attention to everything. You'll see what has control over you. You'll see your girl got control over you. You'll see the government got control over you. Your landlord got AT&T, T-Mobile. You'll see all these different things that's controlling your every movement in your everyday life to the point to where you don't be able to really do the things that you want. You think that you're doing what you want, but in reality, you're doing things in order to accommodate all these other things that are playing a factor, are playing a role in your life. Like, your kids or whatever. You'll see all these things, your boss at work, all these things are controlling you. You feel me? And we literally gave that control away. This is what we do. We give the control to these other things. You feel me? To where when once we have a child, what's the first thing we say? Man, I'm not living for myself. I'm living for my kids. You feel me? I'm doing what I do for my kids. I'm doing what I do for my parents. I'm doing what I do for my girl. I'm doing what I do for my family. We start to let all these other things control whatever we do in life, which is like kind of dope, but it's far out, bro. And once you start to notice it, you start to like take back your control, knowing that you have the power to take it, because you gave it to them, and you start to take it back. And once you start taking it back, boy, everything gets so chaotic, bro. That's when the chaos really starts. But let me finish
2.
this.
Metaphysical solipsism. This is a more radical form, proposing that nothing exists outside of one's own mind. In this view, the external world and other beings are merely creations of the individual's consciousness. 3.
And that's a lot of experiences that I had, is that I was in control of everybody that was in my circle and everything. It was like almost like, which if you think about it, when you become in a certain religion, you start to be around those people in that religion, because those people they got the same mindset as you. They think like you. They're saying the things that you want to hear. Like even here, we're saying the things that we want to hear to each other. So even though we don't think that, you don't think that you're creating me as I'm creating you, because this is what's happening. I'm creating you as you're creating me. You feel me? You putting me in place to say the things that I say, and I'm saying the things that I say in order to put you in place to be there to listen. So it's like, it's almost like, bro, this shit is trippy, man. It gets real wild. He said, "You like Ozo? What's up with it, Ozo? Man, I'm a bring you in a second, Ozo, and then we gonna really, cause I'm trying to talk about this solipsism thing. You feel me? To where, you know, you get to that point and it seemed like it's just you. Did you? Jesus. I bet you did see it on DMT. I bet you did. Look, when I seen it on DMT, I didn't know what it was, bro. I didn't know solid. Like a lot of things that I seen on DMT, bro, I didn't know what it was until I went and I actually seen it. And I'm reading all these old texts and it's telling me, you know, like Gnosticism. Like I was Gnostic from doing psychedelics, and I didn't even know I was Gnostic. I didn't even know that it was creating this. Like this is what it was making me into, because this is the way I was looking at things. And then when I go read these different texts, it's telling me the things that I'm seeing and why I'm feeling this way. And it's like, dang, bro, I'm thinking I'm seeing or doing something new. And it's like, you're never doing anything new. It might be new to you, but it's always been here. It's always existed. You're just finally getting to it. You feel me? I want some DMT so bad. Don't say that.
Methodological solipsism. This is not a belief in per se, but rather a methodological approach where one considers the mind as the starting point for any philosophical investigation, doubting the existence of the external world to focus on the certainty of the self. Criticism and counter-arguments. Self-refutation. One criticism of solipsism is that it is self-refuting. If one doubts everything outside their own mind, including the concept of communication, the very discussion or argument about solipsism becomes meaningless.
See, and I didn't get that part right there, because it didn't become meaningless to me, because I even seen it, you know, as the one mind, as, okay, even if it was me creating you, you was creating me. It was like a back and forth thing. It wasn't... No. Oh my God, man! I just seen that comment. Oh, and the cat, you was crazy. I ain't even gonna say that, but that's funny. That's funny. You better watch out, because people might do that to you, though. You better be careful now. You better not drink a Sprite. You feel me? A Sprite that's already been open. But I do, bro. I heard Tyson talking about it in his podcast. I'm ready, big bro. I know it's more to the stars than we see. Yeah, exactly, because when I first started watching Mark Dream's channel, make sure y'all check out Mark Dreams. Like that's what I got. Like I was searching for DMT for so long, bro. Like it seemed like forever. It seemed like forever I was searching for it. And every time I asked, nobody knew what it was. Every time I talk to everybody, nobody actually knew what it was. Like, as soon as I bring it up, they like, man, what the heck is you talking about? And then one of my partners actually met somebody, and they was talking to him about mushrooms and different stuff like that, and was like, boom, you feel me? It was some, I ain't never sold nothing, so I know you lying. You trolling like a motherfucker, boy. You couldn't get me to sell nothing. So stop trolling, bro. Get your life right. You feel me? Yo, you trolling. Hey, boy, I wouldn't sell nothing to nobody. It's not that type of party. Oh, he funny for that. But I'm about to post I'm gonna post the link. So like, you know, if Ozo come in, whoever come in, this is so I post the link so people can kind of join, and then we can talk about some of the psychedelic experiences. Hey, oh my God. See, hey, Chilino, that's what I thought, bro. I thought That's the when I started diving into psychedelics, that's what everybody was telling me. That's what everybody was telling me. They was like, DMT, man, that's a white people thing, man. What are you doing? And it's like, no, it's not, man. Psychedelics is for everybody, but it's not for everybody. It's for anybody, but it's not for everybody. You feel me? More like that. So once I started diving in myself, man, it broke all those barriers, all those stop signs that we created over time of don't do this, don't do that, this is for that. It broke all that. It broke all that, and it helped me to push past all my misbeliefs that I had that I was creating in life. And it's like the dopest thing, bro. It's the dopest thing, but it's gonna be no DMT. It's for anybody, but it's not for everybody. Remember a long time ago, Kylo, you probably wasn't here, but it was this girl that smoked DMT, and you feel me? She said she was in the house, she hit the DMT, and her mouth started dropping. It was digitizing and dropping all low, and she kept picking it up, putting it back on, and she ran out the house. You feel me? Some people will not be able to take it. That's just what it is. Some people just not gonna be able to take it. Some people they will lose their mind off of it because they're not used to they're so connected to reality that when they grab something that take them outside of reality, they can't handle it. So it's not for everybody, bro. It's not. It's just not. It's not for everybody. It's for anybody to try. Like anybody can try, but it's not for everybody. Everybody not gonna like. It's a couple of people we done watch videos on that dove into psychedelics, dove into DMT and almost like really lost their mind and can't like come back be shaking. You feel me? And be messed up for days and be like, I'm not never going back there again. And me, like. That's how I was, because when me and my friend, we first dove in, me and Charisma first dove in, when he found it, he seen some things. I really seen just like snakes, these black and white snakes, thousands of snakes all laid over each other, just moving. And that's what I had seen, but he had seen it. He went too far to where when we was done, he gave me everything. He gave me all the DMT, all the utilities to do the DMT. He said, I'm not messing with that shit no more. Here, take all this. I'm good. And I was like, dang, you sure? I'm like going, dang. I went right home and I did it again. And then I did it again. I did it like 3 times when I got home. And like one time I had the lights on and I'm in the experience, and you can, for some reason, you can see the light. You can tell the light is on even though your eyes are closed and you in this other place. And the light got turned off and it got real dark, bro. It scared the shit out of me. But it's like crazy because no matter how many times I got scared on DMT, I still went back. It didn't stop me from going back in. It's like the scarier it got, the more I wanted to see. The scarier it got. Like I cried many a times. But I just wanted to see more. It didn't stop me from going in. It was like, like I was that little kid to where my mama said a hard head make a soft ass. And it's like, okay, I was getting a lot of whoopings because I was constantly doing what I wasn't supposed to do. And that's the same with psychedelics, with DMT. A lot of times I was spooked. I got ran out of there so many times, but it didn't stop me from going back. You're so lucky you can do DMT so much. I never did and understand the Saturn and Moon matrix, man. It's crazy because even when you get to that point of where you dive in and you actually do DMT, you're gonna see a lot, and you're gonna see that everything that you see on your experience you already know. Like how this is the part that blows my mind is the fact that once you do it, it's gonna dry. You gonna kind of lose it because you're gonna not understand anything you see. But after a while, you're gonna start seeing that everything that you already seeing, you already know. You've been knowing. You've been knowing. It's just certain things in life that you hid from yourself in order to have this platinum experience of life. Like, in order, like, if you just knew you were the all and you knew everything and you knew how everything was going to go, you, like, it would be boring. It would be boring. That's why it is the way it is. So you don't have no expectations. You don't know what's gonna happen. You feel me? Like, that's the best way for it to go, because if you knew everything, bro, it'll be boring, bro. After a while, to get like, it's like playing the first GTA. You feel me? After a while, you know, when the next GTA come out, you not gonna be stuck on that. You jump into the next one. You feel me? And like that, that's how it is. That's how I felt like it was with me. Like, it was like psychedelics never got boring, but it got to a point to where I felt like, dang, like I keep on connecting to the oneness. Like I keep on, every time I go deep, 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 I see the oneness. I'm stuck in this solipsism to where I'm becoming everything, and everything is just me, and nothing is outside of me. And it's like, dang, bro, it's like one of the dopest, like, picture having the worst thing happen in your life and the best thing happen in your life at the same time. At, like, all, not just the worst thing, but all the bad things and all the good things at one given time. It's the most craziest thing, bro. It's like, it's just crazy. It's kind of, sometimes it be scary. It be scary. That part right there be scary, but it don't be. Like, it's a part of me that don't be scared because I understand it. But at the same time, bro, it'll have you spooked. It'll have you spooked because you don't want it to be that. You feel me? Like everything that's going on in the world, you don't want to be blamed for it. You know, like, that's not me. Like, I'm not the one out there committing all these crimes and doing all this stuff. You feel me? But then you go real deep into psychedelics and you see yourself as everybody and everything, even the people that's doing the worst thing in life. You become them, and you live life as them. At the same time as you live in life as the person that's doing the best thing in life. At the same time. Like, it's like the weirdest feeling, but it's dope at the same time. It's dope. Let's see. You don't be knowing that you knew the stuff you thought you knew, never saw or never knew. If nobody say nothing, how you gonna get in minded? Yeah, and that's what it be like. Like, you don't know until you there. Like, whenever you hear somebody say, like, they went to a certain reality or a certain dimension on psychedelics, and they always go, man, it felt like I've been there before. Because you have. You've been to all these places. You are in all these places at one time without even knowing. It's just all these places come together and make this place. And then that reality over there, all the other realities come together and make that reality. You feel me? But we be stuck in this reality because we're so busy putting them all together to make this one that we don't see the other one on the side of it happening. We're just putting all our shit in one bucket and just bam, we running with this one because this is what we see right now. This is what we're reacting to right now, is this reality. And it's like kind of crazy because when you take psychedelics, you can see all the realities you generated. You can see the realities that were generated in the past. Because the thing about it is, I don't even think anything's ever changing because, you know, like we put days and years and on reality, and reality don't have no days and no years. Reality is just one happening. It's one motion. It's just going like this. It's not going and stop and then pause and then go and then pause and then go and then it rests and then go. No, it's just boom, straight through. That's why I think we can actually go back and we can see certain things in the past on psychedelics because it's one timeline. It's one timeline all connected together. Everybody's life is on the side of somebody else's life. So it's like a line all connected. And when you hit that line, you can go on. You can go on any part. You can go in the future because the future is already happening. The future, past, and present is all happening at the same time. We just kind of break it up and put times on it in order for remembrance. So we can remember, okay, I know 3 years ago this happened. I know 2 years ago this happened, which is kind of crazy because all we do is try to loop the same feelings. We try to, it's almost like we addicted to the good feeling of life. So that's the only part we really try to pay attention to, and we try to loop that in so many different ways. We try to loop like the good feeling is a drug, right? Let's say the good, you can smoke it, you can drink it, you can breathe it, you can blink it, you can hear it, and boom, we try to loop that thing right there 1,000 times, and we try to keep it in that loop in order so we can have that good feeling. Why you think every time when something happened that bad that happens, you be so hurt? You be hurt because you wasn't wanting that thing to happen, but you got to understand when you're playing one side, you're making the other side stronger. The other side is just getting as strong as this one. So as you diving into the good parts of life, the stronger you make the good parts, the stronger the bad parts is going to be. That's why life is so simple. That's why you see the yogis and different ones, they break it down to something so simple. So they don't have the reflection of the bad stuff that is just nothing. Like the bad is just a reflection of the good. Like, you feel me? So the higher this side go, this one plays the same part and goes higher. It stings even more. So it's like, dang, you gotta like simplify life to the simplest form. Like almost like a math problem, you feel me? You break it down to the simplest form and try to live in that form right there. He said, I'm confused what you guys are talking about, and I just joined the stream. Oh, we talking psychedelics. We're talking psychedelics, and I was talking about solipsism, and we always talking psychedelics, and we talking life here. That's why it's called True Life Stories. You feel me? But yeah, U.S. citizens are addicted to good feelings. That's why the U.S. government tirelessly to scare us with war on scary, dangerous drugs and bullshit. Yeah, exactly, which I never could understand because I feel like, if a person gonna use drugs, they gonna use it. Nobody's gonna be able to stop them. Nobody's gonna, because like I said, we're addicted to the feelings. We're addicted to good feelings, but the good feelings bring the bad feelings at the same, because it's the yin and the yang. They kind of, going against each other. It's like this big thing of one thing, and we just want to be on this side of the gate. You feel me? And it's like, dang, bro, that shit is crazy. This reality is an illusion. Yeah, it's an illusion being created by straight up. You see me on this right here, bro. You see I'm smoking this right here. Get it right, man. Get it right. You are Goliath. You are correct. Hey, it's wild because I remember back when I first started doing psychedelics, and people used to say that. They used to be like, man, them is drugs, and I used to get angry about it. Because I used to be like, the people that were on psychedelics is from the earth. It's not a drug. And it's like, then I started seeing, man, everything is drugs. You feel me? Like everything. Ideas is some of the biggest drugs ever. You feel me? You can get high off your ideas. Like your idea of what you feel about me, you can get high off that. That'll give you a high, a long lasting effect that'll make you keep coming back for that drug. You feel me? Let's see. It may be dangerous, but to the structure, not ours as much as they say. Can't have people thinking freely, and you trying to control a society. And I think right now, bro, like really, if you think about it, they don't, because society is controlling itself. It's already a program that's been that's been put within the program. So as the program is running, the ones that put the program in, they don't have to do nothing. Like they don't have to try to control people. It's us controlling us. Like when they put stuff on TV or they put stuff in the news, this is stuff that we want to see. I hate to say it. We want to see the wars going on. We want to see rappers dying. We want to see all these crazy things because, like I said again, it's a certain high that we get from it. It's a certain feeling that we get from it. You feel me? And you gotta come back for that high all the time. You feel me? Because you're trying to keep that same feeling going. You feel me? And they just gonna feed everybody what they want. So if everybody, if we all just changed and turned everything off, bro, it would be different. But we're not, because all of us is attracted to certain parts of everything that's being shown. It don't matter what it is, whether it's death or anything. We all are attracted to all these things because it's a part of life. It's all life happening. And it's going so many different ways that once you find your pack or your herd, that's what you gonna run with. That's the one you gonna be in, which is kind of, just it's just how it is. Say how many grams you on a day, fam? Nah, dang, that's crazy because I don't even dive in like I used to. I remember I used to dive in every day for like weeks straight. For weeks straight, I used to dive in every day, but I don't even dive like I used to because I done been so many times and I done seen so much that it ain't, I don't need to as much no more. It's like there's nothing that I'm looking for anymore. It's like certain things that I wanted to know and I feel like it showed me that. But once it showed me, it kept showing me. It kept showing me. It kept, the things I didn't want to accept, it would show me over and over again until I actually accepted it. And and like the thing that took for me to accept it was to see something else about it or on it. That's why a lot of times, when I had psychedelic experiences and I shared my experience, I would listen to everybody out there because they would be like, go look at this. You feel me? This talking about what you just seen. And I'll go look at it and I'm like going, dang, like this ain't nothing that I went looking for. Like a lot of times I never went in with no intent. Like if you go look at any of my experiences, probably I say out of 100 experiences, probably 3 times I went in with intentions. But I never had no intent. You feel me? My intent was just to know or just to see. And once I started seeing and knowing, it was like, oh wow, you feel me? Even though I didn't want to accept it many a times, what happens when you take more and more drugs? You got to take more, seeing anything and getting that high. Eventually, that extreme, that extreme becomes normal. Like people saying, people get shot every day. B. hey, hey, for real, Con. For real, you get hooked on the excitement and the enjoyment and the visuals. I was more hooked on the visuals. I still am. Like when I dive in, I love to see the visuals because all in all, the visuals is like not just showing me, it's like they're talking to me. But you get hooked on these different feelings. It's almost like an alcoholic being hooked on alcohol. But it's a difference when you're talking about psychedelics because if you get hooked on the experience of psychedelics, as you going, it's teaching you learning certain things. You learning about life. You learning about how you look at life, which is the craziest thing. Because I think a lot of people who was diving in on psychedelics, they was trying to figure life out. They was trying to figure it out, and it's like it's nothing to figure out. This is what it is. Like you can figure it out, but it's not gonna stop life from lifing. Like you can figure all this. You can have the answers to everything in life right now. You feel me? But only in your mind that system is gonna be working. Cause for you got all the answers. But it's gonna be somebody out there gonna look at your answers and go, bro, that is not right. But to you, you're gonna always make yourself feel like you have the right answer. Like, oh, I have to, in order to even get this answer, I have to do this and I have to do that. You feel me? Like you have to do a lot of things, which the answer was always within us. Within every question we ask, the answer is already in it. So it was like, it was always there. You didn't never have to go look for it. That's what blows my mind when people say, you have to do this in life, you have to do that. And it's like, no, you don't. Life is already doing that. You feel me? The only thing we do, the reason we say we have to do certain things in life is in order to what? To better have money. To have money to take care of things, to buy things, to do this or to do that. Like, this is our reasons right there. That's one of the biggest reasons right now that everybody do the things that they do, is in order to try to have a lot of money. A lot of money is not going to change life. It's not going to change what life is doing. It's just going to give you the things that you want within society. You feel me? That's all it's going to do. And that's to us, that's what we need. And it's like, dang, it's crazy, because I used to think life had like this underlying purpose. And the only underlying purpose of life is to live life. Because whatever that thing is that is within everybody is seeing life through everybody's eyes, through everybody as an individual, everything as an individual. I don't care if it's a fish, an insect, a bear, you feel me, a person. It's individually living life through, the eyes of whatever that thing is being. You feel me? And it's like, but it's dope, but at the same time, the person that's living the life, we think that we're doing all these things. And it's like, we're not. Life is doing it. This is what life is doing. And the things that we create, they start to take over. So like, once we created money became its own energy. Money became its own life form. Money became something that, that began to control a lot of us, a lot of things. Like when we created cities, or we created countries and different things of that nature. Like, we did all these things in order to bring groups together in order to have a certain control over everything. But we can blame everything on the government. We can blame everything on what we watching. But these is our brothers and sisters that we're talking about. These is our cousins. These are people that we know that are running this shit, that are in control. The president is somebody's brother, somebody's father. Like, these are all us. They are still us. Even though we can say they're running things, they're doing this, but really they don't have no control over us. You feel me? The only control they got over us is the control we gave them. We gave them that control because this is the way we wanted things to be ran. We all agreed on it, and now that it's happening, we don't like it no more. We don't like it, you feel me? But if your brother was a journalist, or if your brother was the president running things, you would have a better understanding. You feel me? But your brother is a lot of us got family members that are in those high positions. And a lot of those high positions, people think that, okay, it's an underlying, control of these people right here that are controlling the narrative. No, we're controlling the narrative because we're the ones who saying this is what they doing. They might not even think they're doing that. They might be doing something different. But we coming up with the ideas of what they are doing. But what are we doing? Like, are we coming together trying to change things? Like, which should be the easiest thing, because we not in office. We not trying to run a whole country. So why is it so hard for us as neighbors to come together and make our city or wherever we at better for all of us? It's because everybody don't want that. Everybody don't have that vision right there. Everybody, like, a lot of people are sinister in what they're doing and the ways they're doing things. They doing it in a sinister way, because the only way that you can really blow up or be anything is standing on the backs of others, bro. That's just the realest thing right there. Standing on the backs of others. Everybody's gonna, outside of you, is gonna build your foundation on making you who you are. Like Drake, Kendrick Lamar, the different rappers, we made them. We said Kendrick was the rawest out of that battle. You feel me? We came together. The majority rules came together and said all the things. I said, this is how we do it, though. Like, we get a gang of us together, and if it's enough of us, we can overthrow what they saying. What they say, it's only 3 of them, man. It's 1,000 to us. So what they saying don't mean anything. You feel me? And this is how we do. But it's like we still, these people that are running things or that are putting out movies or making the movies, they still us. They just us. That's it. There's nothing more than that. He say, what they did was they took reality and inverted everything in reality. Love and verdict. Everything. Hey, they took everything, bro, and they just mirrored it. Cause you know, it's not nothing that you don't watch or you don't see that's not showing what life is. Everything is actually just doing that, showing what life is. Life can be all these things. You feel me? It can be whatever you want it to be. But a lot of us, like I said, we decide to make it to have like a certain control, like in order to have people do what we want them to do for us, or you know, and it's like crazy, bro. Because I still don't get it, because I'm going like, us being the people, it's almost like Bug's Life. You feel me? When I forgot the little ant name, but he stepped out of line and he said something to the grasshoppers. You feel me? Because he was trying to get in line and have everybody work together to get rid of them because they're in control. And it's like, you know, they're so scared that they don't want to do that, because these people been the ones that's been kind of controlling this little thing for so long that, you know, everybody that was born into it, they just followed. Everybody that was born in, that came into society, they just followed society. And like society is the way it is now. They don't care what you believe, which way you go. If you a murderer, if you a killer, if you a robber, if you a thief, it's still part of society. They don't care if you love everybody. They don't care if you're helping everybody, if you're trying to make things better for everybody. Every role, it don't matter the good or the bad role, long as it's being played in society, it don't matter which role is being played. You can take on whatever role you want. Society's not going to matter, because society is not a real thing. It's something that we created, an idea that we created, and we fastened it in, and now it took people to make it what it is. And that's, now it don't matter which role we play within the cities, we're still playing a part in that big thing. You feel me? And that's fucking deep, bro. Like when you think about it, that's deep. There's so much judgment because nobody understands what reality is. We are consciousness having an experience. Yeah, I think that's part of it too, bro. That's a big part of it too. But at the same time, we like, everybody can't be. You feel me? Everybody wants to be something else or somebody else. You know, we want the control. Like, we want to kill the ones in control in order to have control. Like that, which is crazy. Like, we want the ones to stop having control so we can have control. Because we think they control everything, but they only control it on like a small level, bro. Like, it's like really us. We control ourselves. We the ones walking around doing all these different things, living in the spots we live in, doing whatever we do. So it's like, I don't think they have control. I never even tripped off a president. You feel me? Like, the president never was in my vocabulary to where I never voted. You feel me? I don't like. I don't got no big reason why. I just never did. You know, I always watched the storyline, but I never voted. I never went out, like when Barack Obama came in. Everybody like, it's going to be a black president and all the black people got to go. I didn't even vote. It was like, for what? Like, it's going to be what it's going to be. Like, you know, we play parts in the game that we want to play. And it don't matter what part you play. You playing that part in order so we can understand what you playing. You feel me? Now I can watch and see you play that part and go, oh, wow, okay, that's how it works. That's the part that he playing. And I get it. But in society, the government, police wants to stay scary, even to good people, because every day more followers are born into their system. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. That's what life wants us to do. It's like, that's what the different systems that we created, you feel me? They want us to keep birthing, because somebody's gonna be born in that system. You know, every day, a person's gonna be born into the Muslim. A person gonna be born into Christianity. A person gonna be born into all these different things. You feel me? Like every day, bro. Because you gotta understand that, like these different things like that exist. Like even religions. Religions are alive now. They are a part of us. They are something that doesn't want to die. Religion don't want to die. That's why it keeps shedding its skin and refining itself and making itself new for the next generation. Just how we die and we refine ourselves and our kids and making kids, like the ideas is doing the same thing. They shed their skin and then they come back anew. You feel me? A new name, a new presentation. Now, you feel me? I'm not just the God of the water. I'm the God of everything. I'm the God of the sand. I'm the God of the people. You know, it's like all these things just constantly refining itself. It's like the wildest thing. Let's see. It builds their system and their power over us, all of us. Yeah, maybe, bro. That shit is, it's just crazy, man. And then we come and we be talking about it. We talk about it and we see it. And just think though, that little part that we talk about, this is something that we believe, that we see, that we see. And what if it's something out there controlling us to make us see that thing right there? Like to make us see society as being something wrong when it's like all of us that's making society to be what it is. Like it's us together. It don't matter what part you playing within it. You're still in it. You're still a part of it. So it's like, dang, bro, I be thinking about that. Like, how would it even change? How would we be able to change it and make it better for everybody? Because if we even do that, it's going to make it worse for another half of people. You feel me? Social relating to society or its organization. Letty, the quality or condition of being what is indicated by the first element of the word. Basically, like being at work and operating different. Man, yeah, Con. Like being at work and just operating different. Damn, it's 11. You made me think about I gotta go to work. But think about the spider that puts his web in front of the light to capture all the creatures. I try to get towards the light. Now you remember in the movie it said, "Lead them to the light, Carolyn." But the light is nothing but a reflection of the darkness. You feel me? The light and the dark are the same in their intertwined two things. That's like good and bad. They both the same thing. You know, it's, and I wish I could, man, I'm going to find a way to explain the good and the bad being the same thing. You know, one is just looking at, one is just a reflection of the other, vice versa, however you want to put it. I'm going to find a way to really explain that and break that down. You feel me? Because that's what I seen in my last experience. And like, that's what I've been kind of stuck on these last couple of months. This thing is a thing, business, and going by business principles, which we call norms. Yeah, it's a big business. And he said business is running so fine and smooth. And business is going so good, bro. It's going so good, but I gotta so goodly tap out of here. You feel me? I'm gonna tap back in later on. I'm gonna tap back in because I had some other stuff I wanted to talk about, but I didn't got lit, and I gotta basically go get ready to go in to work like we usually do. You feel me? In order to fund some of the things that we do or have, the good and the bad are the only same thing in this reality and its pure form. It's all one. Good. Exactly. Which is crazy, Kylo. That is crazy, bro, to even think about and even to understand that. Maybe people are waking up to government every day. This society is so crazy in 2024 if you really think about it. Yeah, I think everybody is waking up to what's going on, but I think we always knew, bro. We always knew what was going on because there's not a time that went by that we didn't like the police. I'm talking about you can go back to the early 1900s when the police was running everything. When the police was, you can go back to when they first started. You can go back to when it was just soldiers before it was police. You know, and it'd be crazy because it don't be the organization that's corrupt. It be the people within it that are corrupt. Because all police are not bad. Like, I hate to say it, and we all know this. All of them are not bad. But it's a lot of them that are. And the ones that aren't, they have to follow the brethren. They got to follow the rules. They got to follow the ones they with. They got, they got a code of honor. It's almost like gangs, you feel me? Like, you got to follow the set. You know the code when you signed up for this. When you if you seen me do something, you got to have my back regardless, no matter what. Whether I was wrong, it didn't matter. You got to have my back. It's written right there. You know, you got your paperwork at the house. You know where it's written at. But that goes with anything. That goes with any organization. Now it's changing though, because now people turning on each other and they saying, "Oh, I ain't got to follow that code," and you was wrong. You wasn't supposed to arrest him. He didn't even do nothing. Set him free. You feel me? You starting to see that everybody. It's like you said, Et. A lot of people starting to wake up to everything that's going on. And you starting to see that, like, okay, if I'm working in the business and they treating me wrong, I ain't got to stay here and put up with it. You feel me? Like, if I'm working around people, if I'm an officer and like I got another one that's doing something they ain't supposed to do, I ain't got to accept it. I can stop it and I can not get in trouble for it. Back then, like, you got to understand, if you went against the organization, a lot of people got knocked off for just going against their own kind. They can get knocked off and nothing would happen. But now, if you go against your own people when they do something wrong, you can post it on the internet and everybody see it. It's there for thousands, millions of people to see and go, he was right. He was right. So now you got, back then it wasn't like that. Like, we didn't have the internet. It was barely phones. You feel me? I'm talking about when you just had house phones. The information wasn't spreading like that. So if you did something and you went against, one of your fellow officers for something wrong that they did, bro, you got criticized by the whole force. Everybody labeled you the snitch in the force. You the snitch. You feel me? Now when you do it, you post it, everybody see it, everybody got something to say about it, which is wild. I was confused when somebody wanted to dedicate 20 years to McDonald's. He said 13 more years and I'll be done. That sound golly, but that's what we do, cuz. All right, look. Like my last great aunt, right, just passed away a few days ago. And my mama was telling me, she was like, it only costs $5,000 to bury a person. And I said, man, dang, they charge us to live and then they charge us when we dead. I said, dang, they trying to, and this is what's crazy, because it's us doing it. We the one come up with the ideas because we need money. So, we come up with these different ideas, and then that idea becomes a platinum idea and it start running everything. It's like, so whoever came up with the funeral homes and doing that, you see a lot of people want to get into that and be in the morgue and work in the morgue and start their own business with that. And it's like, because there's so many people dying, and bro, they making money off our death. Anybody that don't let somebody die. Like, look at what's going on right now. Black Sam, Nipsey Hussle brother, just did that interview talking about, what really happened with Nipsey Hussle. Like, think of how much money was made off Nipsey Hussle's death. I'm talking about people that was making Nipsey Hussle rest in peace shirts. You feel me? It's like death sells. Death is the time they're gonna make so much money off of death. Like, they're just not gonna charge you while you here. They gonna charge you while you gone, meaning they're in control of your whole lifespan. We think that we in control, but we're not. It's like society is controlling our whole life right now. It's in control because of the different things that we have to do in order to survive and feed our family and have shelter and have transportation and have a communication device. Like, you feel me? All these things control our everyday movements now, to the point to where, bro, you don't, you like, they call it vacation now. You know, when you take time away from everything and you go on that vacation out the year, you get 1 week of vacation to where you can actually get away from everything and put everything down. The rest of the year, it's like you an ant, bro. You working. You constantly working. You trying to fine tune everything in order to have this or to have that, bro. We didn't put ourselves in this shit, and you know, and it's the hardest thing to get out of. You're not gonna get out of it. You can't get out. I take it back. You can't get out of it. The only way you gonna get out of it is to die. And when you die, they gonna charge your family for you dying. Matter of fact, they gonna tell you, hey, look, we gonna make it even easier for you. We gonna give you this thing called life insurance that you can pay on before your death comes. So when you do die, they'll have the money to bury you. So it's like bro, this shit is crazy. It's crazy, but these are different things that we came up with. We can, like, that back in the days, they was buying tombs. Like, a person to buy a whole pyramid for the pharaoh. The pharaoh will have a whole pyramid be built to get buried in. You feel me? Or will a big ass tomb for a person to get buried in. They'll have these people build it. They'll pay for it. But I'm just saying, it's like the same thing, bro. And it's been going on for so long. And then we come in thousands of years later and we think we just gonna change it. I don't think we gonna change it no time soon. It's not gonna get changed. That thing is gonna have to die, to where everybody, the whole procedure of death, and after death and how we get buried, all that is gonna have a whole new, it's gonna have to kill itself and come up with a whole new meaning. You feel me? In order for it to change. Like, these things will actually have to die, and we know everything don't last forever. It only lasts for a certain amount of time. But it's just like us. When we die and we shed the skin, and what we do, we renew and we come back as something else. You feel me? The same person. Like, sometimes that's what I be feeling like. I feel like everybody that then lived and that is living is the same person. The same person. Looking at life and through the eyes of that individual right there. It's the same person within everybody. And it's like, I be feeling like I'm losing my mind. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't saying don't work, but what you do want to do, create, inspire, etc. A lot of people think they can't do their dreams because they old for of the they old, or the 9 to 5 is non-risky. All they gotta do is believe. Yeah, and that's one thing that you start to see is, like, once you start seeing that you create your reality as you going along, and people help you power that reality that you're trying to generate. Because, like, I got to that point, where I was diving real deep and I didn't want to work. I didn't want to do any work, bro. It was like, nah, bro, you feel me? Everything is in control. And it's like, you got to understand, when you creating all these different things, it's creating a whole nother side of stuff. It's creating a whole nother side that you're not seeing because you're just making up this one. But you're not seeing the other stop signs that you facilitating with the reality that you're making. He said, wait, what? Only one mind, the universal mind. I am you, you are me. Exactly, Eagle King. That's why the youth music is goth. Even the new rap scene, it's a play on the meaning of death. Oh my God, bro. Hey, E.T., I'm glad you said that. That's one thing that I started to notice. It took a minute. You feel me? Everything, like, that's what rap is like, yeah, on some goth, death, killer type shit. To the point to where that's how the kids feel like, you know, they, like, now, like, you know, you have kids coming up feeling like nobody likes them. Nobody wants them. Nobody, they have these weird feelings that we didn't have as kids. And like I don't get that, bro. It's so you can tell it's a certain amount of programming going on to make these kids feel that way, because if me and you are in the same house and you my child and you feel like nobody gets you, nobody wants to be around you, but yet you're still going with your friends, playing with your friends, but you still getting these thoughts. But it's like, where are these thoughts being programmed at? Where are they getting put into these kids' heads right now? Because these thoughts, that's what a lot of them be thinking, right? You feel me? That's why they be offing themselves and different things and doing the things that they doing these days. But it's like, where is it coming from? Oh, it's coming from the music. You feel me? It's coming from Lil Uzi Vert and different things like that. Oh, wow, bro. That's crazy, ET. That's when we need to do a live about that one day. We need to do a death live about that, bro, because that is kind of fascinating when you think about it. Let's see, 152 weeks, you get a vacation. Hell no. Yeah, bro, I remember, Con, when the one guy said he was a whale watcher, and he came and he said he devoted his whole life to whale watching. Yeah, I spent my whole life watching whales, and I'm like going, wait. Like he was trying to get some whale pussy or something. I don't know. I'm just like going, you gave your whole life to whales? That's dude right there. I'm going to get 12 more years to McDonald's, and you feel me? And watch. So, I'm going to get that, that whatever it's called after work. But this is what we do, bro. This is what we do. Like, and it's crazy because if you look at the stories, right? Remember the one guy in the Bible? I don't know who he was, but he went to this other land. I think it was Moses. If it wasn't Moses, it was the other guy that left Egypt because he seen he found out that he was Jew and all this stuff. So he went to this other land and he went to these other people and he met the father, and he was like, dang, looking at one of the wives, I think it was like Rachel or something like that, and he said, man, okay, what I got to do in order to marry your daughter? And it was like, okay, you got to work for me for this amount of years. So what did he do? He gave up all those years of working just to marry that woman. And then when it came down to it, he gave him the other daughter instead. And he was like, I didn't even want this one. So then he had to turn around and work another set of amount of years for that girl. But he ended up getting her. But I'm just saying, like, this is what we'll do in life. We'll devote our time to working or doing something in order to get that one thing, bro. But he did it for a woman. Like, that is crazy, bro. Said, dang, you work 5 years so you can marry the girl that you want to marry. Like, you got to work for her daddy for amount of years, and then he turned around and give you the other daughter. He give you the Whoopi Goldberg daughter. You like, hey, I didn't want Whoopi. I was looking. He like, nah, you got to take Whoopi, you like, well, okay, do I got to work for the other one? It's like, dang, yeah, you got to go back and you got to work for the next one. But dang, 12 years, bro. Scroll up and let's see. I want to be on your live. I have a lot to talk about. Okay, yeah, hold on. Let me share it one more time, Brian. Let me share. I'm going to share the link right now. And then next time I'll pin it. Because I didn't pin the link. But yeah, 12 years, man. He like, man, I love French fries. You don't understand. See, right now they got the Big Mac. But then later on, they going to come out 10 years from now. They're going to have the double Big Mac. And by that time, man, I'm going to be almost done. Oh, my God. But no, we do that, bro. Well, I work that shit until you retire. So you retire, they gonna get it all from you. They gonna get it all. You feel me? And it's crazy. As soon as you leave, they just gonna put another one in your place. There's somebody right there waiting to take your place. If you get fired today, Is somebody waiting to take your place? You feel, oh, he got fired? Yeah, man, I've been looking for the manager's position. I've been doing the fire. You seen how I clean up and stuff. I think I should have that position. And somebody gonna take your place. It's gonna go on and on and on and on and on, bro. That shit is nonstop, man. That shit is crazy. But there go the link right there. If you trying to come in, wait, who was that? That was oh yeah, Kylo. Kylo. Yeah, bro, y'all gotta understand, like, especially if you got like a gang of experience and you got, man, come in here. Don't be just pop in this thing. Pop in this thing and we can talk about it. Cause everybody be wanting to listen. Everybody wants to be hearing new experiences. And there's a lot of people out there that be having the experiences and they ain't came in and even had a chance to share and talk about it. And when you got a platform like this, it's open for everybody to come in and it don't gotta always be psychedelics. You feel me? Like somebody came in, they was talking about astral projection. Somebody came in, they was talking about dreams. It's like crazy because everybody they got information on certain things, and us hearing it, we just trying to tie it all together, bro. That's all we trying to do. We trying to tie it all together. If we can tie it all together, boom. We can have a better understanding of it. Especially if I can see life through your eyes. Like, that's what I like to do. I love to see life through other people's eyes and not just my own. You feel me? Yeah, bro. I was one of those people. I had to get in so I ain't have a care for for who was already there. Exactly. Let's see. I'm going to just wait till I get to the house. I was at the crib now. I'm at the appointment, but I'm heading back home. Okay, all right, Ozo. All right. Well, the what's name is there. The link is there. Dang, I said, dang. We probably gonna, Ozo, you probably gonna have to share your what's the name or something. Share your Discord link or something because I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back to Discord because Discord was the flim flam flashizzle. I was just finding myself on Discord too much, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I was on Discord so much, I forgot what I had going on in my own life. I was there so much. You feel me? Just taking this little time off, it's been kind of good, though. It's been kind of good, but yeah, Ozo ain't ready at all. You ain't ready. You is not ready. I'm like, boy, I used to always have my bags packed. When it came to psychedelics, I always had my bags packed. I was always ready to travel. Even though I didn't know where I was going or what I was about to see, it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter. Especially like when I used to get the jitters and was scared to dive in, bro. I'm glad I had got over that. And it was like, dang, it's nothing to fear. Like, even in life, bro, when you think about the fears you created for yourself in life, them fears, they didn't stop you from even going forward with doing certain things that you didn't even know that it was stopping. Like, that's the crazy thing. It's like the fears, it don't just create the fear of that thing. It's that fear of that thing got other attachments. And anything that get close to that is going to help that fear out. It's going to put more on it and make you scared to do other things, bro. So it's like, dang, once you get rid of all that fear, you don't be scared to walk through the hood. You don't be scared to walk in the police station. I remember when I was like really out there doing shit, I had the police phobia. I had the phobia of police. Like, I was like, never wanted to have no police run-ins. I don't even want to talk to the police, be around the police, get pulled over by the police. None of that. I didn't want nothing to do with the police. Like, and then when my life changed, I seen that phobia was still there. So like if I was driving, I know I ain't got nothing on me. I know I ain't doing nothing wrong. When I see the police get behind me, I'll be scared. Like, it took me like 10 years to get over that phobia. 10 years, bro, to get over that thing. And like, this is what we do with so many things in life. We create these fears. And though we live on those fears, we live within those fears and we carry them. And like, that's one thing that psychedelics show you is like, the only thing be fearful of is fear itself. It's been said. My bag's packed, but my stomach get nervous. Hey, hey, for real, Con. I remember when me and Ozo, we had the DMT pens. You feel me? Every day we would talk about it. And when you wake up, you'll look at it, but you'll just kind of walk by it. You feel me? Like, nah, not today. That fear factor was playing a big part back then. But now it's like I can sit back and I can do DMT like 5 times back to back, like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. And it's like, you know, oh man, that shit is beautiful now. But it's like now, it's like I done seen so much and I done been in so much that I don't go as much. Because it's like I ain't saying every time I go, I do see something different. But to be able to kind of sit back and relax and get a better understanding of your experience that you had is like beautiful. Which I feel like I did that every time, even if I went in the next day. I went in the next day in order to try to get back to where I was the previous day before. Like a lot of times that's what I did. But then after you do it so many times, you get to a point to where you see all of your experiences in one. You experience them all over at one time. Like you'll see your first experience. And when you see it, you'll have that experience all over again. Just all you got to do is have a glimpse of it, and it'll take you back, and you can see that full experience again. And like that's how it is now. Like before, when my mushrooms start kicking in, I can see my whole life play out. Like I'll have my whole life play out, and when my life play out, my psychedelic experiences play out, my dreams play out all at one time, bro. I can see them all and I have full access to them, which is something that I never thought was a thing. You feel me? Having full access to every dream you ever had. It's like now when I go to sleep, I got access to my dreams. When my body get tired, I can see my dreams. I can see them clearly. I can see dreams I had when I was like 5 and 7 years old, bro. Like, you feel me? And like, even if I get a little glimpse of it, bro, it'll bring back the memory of where I was and what was going on when that dream happened. But I think that's the one thing that I like about psychedelics is, boom, it'll take you back to all those times, bro. Like, you'll be able to see your whole life in like on one painting. Like one painting, one picture, you can see your whole life, your dreams, your interaction. I'll see times where I was playing the video game, like I was playing GTA or Call of Duty, or I was playing 2K, but the me that was playing the game, I wasn't that. Like at the time I was playing the game, I was the character in the game. So it was showing me I was on the court, running up the court, and I'm looking outside, seeing myself sitting over there playing this thing that I'm inside of. So it's like almost like I be feeling like that's what life is right now. It's like it's something, we're something else somewhere else controlling or watching this thing go. And as the thing is going, you think you're controlling it. You think you are controlling it, but the control that you have, like it's almost like, it's just like GTA. You feel me? There's only certain things that you can do within the game. The game got a format to where, you know, you can get in the car, you can drive a car, you can do this, you can do that. You can't fly, but all the things that you know you can do is what you are doing. Those are things that was already there. They was programmed for you to do those things. And it was programmed for you to do those things in order, so whatever it is, so the person, the you that's right here can get the feeling from playing that role or playing those roles or doing those things. This thing right here, the body, is getting all the feeling from it. So it's like it's an underlying thing that's getting all the feeling from everybody being and doing what they're doing. It's something that's in control of all this that's getting all that. Even though we can't see it, this is what it's doing. Oh, thank you for, man. Oh yeah. Olay, yeah, you like I got on YouTube. I got all my, well, I ain't gonna say all of them. A lot of my experiences are in what's the name? They in the playlist. So you know, I got the mushroom experiences, the DMT experiences, the 4ACO. I got them all in the playlist to where you can actually go see. And that's what's wild because like my first 2 years, I think I was going like at least 3 to 5 times a week. I was diving in. Like not as much now. Like back then, it was like, man, I wanted to see. I didn't know what I was seeing. Yeah, you can go back and look. It's they all in the archives, bro. You feel me? Like you got like, and I shared like a lot of the experience that I had, which was the thing that I got good at. Like that's the thing that I got good at is being able to share the experience because a lot of times as I was coming down, that's when I turned on my camera, like and began to record and tell the experience because I could still see. I could still see. No, that's me now. That's me now, bro. I go in like once a month, twice a month. At that, I think, dang, no, last month I think I smoked DMT about 5, 6 times last month. But that was the same day. That was the same day. You feel me? What made you like start going like once a year? What happened? Oh, I go once a year for the ayahuasca. What made you even start to even go once a year? Was it yeah, I'm gonna wait for you to answer that. Oh damn, I'm getting texts. I'm about to have to take off in a minute. Oh. Oh, but yeah. That's just how I set it up. Oh, okay. Okay, that's how you set it up. See, like, yeah, I don't know. We was like almost, dang, somebody just came in. My bad. My bad. I didn't see you there. Who is this? Man, who is this?
Hello.
What's up with it, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I appreciate you sending that link, bro. I wanted to see if I can hop on the live with you.
You here now?
I appreciate you, man. I remember a couple years ago, I would watch your DMT videos and how you were experiencing seeing the woman and stuff. I would laugh it up all the time.
Yeah.
You'd be out there on the porch, bro, and you'd be letting the traffic go by explaining it. I would connect with that too much.
Hey, remember I used to be scared as hell, though.
Oh.
I used to be dummy scared. No, I think I remember you. You came in before a long time ago, didn't you?
I've never seen you or talked to you before, you know. I've definitely been on your lives and commented and stuff, you know.
Yeah. So
But I never.
I know if you popped in, I know you came to share something.
Maybe, but yeah, dude, it's interesting. I like how you talk about all the open experiences and topic to talk about nowadays, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought
And
I thought you was gonna be one of them come in and start putting oil on yourself. We like, hey,
no. Appreciate you.
So
No, bro, I was even.
dove in on psychedelics.
I was want to talk to you about that too. Even going live, I never even went live. I had to make sure I had my mind right to make sure I was going to talk about with you about psychedelics, you know.
Yeah.
And I wanted to give you my point of view about it, you know. And I ain't got much experience at all. I mean, I'm still 26, and I ain't done much of all of life. But I have an interesting experience about psychedelics and about why it exists and where we are with it. And I gotta pause my game, man. I'm over here playing in college football.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, dude. Let me tell you. So I was thinking about psychedelics can help. It's just interesting how they come from the earth, how they grow natural, and how when you eat them, they unlock those chemicals in your brain. And usually it's always there, but you don't access them because it's things in life are like calcifying the brain and stuff. So yeah, so it's like foods we drink, the water, all these things are suppressing what the mind can do.
Yeah, I think the ideas is doing that also at the same time. It's not just like what we eat, but because the brain food, bro. You feel me? The ideas is brain food too, so they're like blocking a lot of things also.
Yeah, we gotta break it down to even further too. Like, what even is reality? You know, the atoms that are empty. We have to realize that this is not real, bro. This is a fabricated reality, and it's all holographic.
Yeah.
It's not even physical.
Hey, you know what's wild though, right? Is like you know, like we know that to be true, but even though we know it to be true, is we go right back to chopping wood and carrying water. It's
Hmm.
like that don't change. Like
Yeah,
we
it's
go
crazy.
back to just being reality because it's like we know it's not real. So, but what we gonna do? We just gonna stop doing anything?
I Let me tell you, I think what's happening right now, because as of we right now, we're the people, we kind of obviously go upon our thing like sheep in a circle, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
but there are controllers of it, and there's going to be a crescendo moment that this simulation and manipulation are going to come to like a stopping point, you know, or like a
yeah.
yeah, because it's always been that way, and we're the generation that's going to experience it,
Hey,
and
but
you know,
see,
and
and
it's
it's
coming up really
crazy.
soon. Oh, dude, soon, like within a month or two, like it's going to happen.
Like it's crazy because we seeing it now. Like I always, like when they started talking about the age of Aquarius, that's when a lot of things are gonna open up, and it's basically that internet thing. That internet thing is sharing all these different things to where we can see everything now. Like
Let
our
me tell you about
minds
the
are
internet.
everywhere.
Interesting, bro. I thought about this. Think about the internet and about consciousness. How Wi-Fi is everywhere, and it's just an energy source. It's just energy of information, and your TV and all your things are connected to it. Same thing works with consciousness. It's in a physical form. Well, it's in this physical form, but it's like a we're all Bluetooth devices, all connected to it. The dogs, the animals, the cats, the plants. You know, it's interesting, bro.
That's fucking dope, bro. Cause I was saying this a long time ago. Like I was saying, like okay, energy, right? Like let's say the electricity in your house, it runs
Mhm.
through the breaker and it runs through your house and it controls the lights,
Yep.
it controls and it powers everything in the house. But the
Hmm.
energy, it's the energy doing it. But it don't
Right,
know
and
what
that's
it's power. I never thought about the Wi-Fi
and
part
then
of it.
and the thing about it, though, here it's and here in our modems, it's all physicals like wires and copper and to make the modems work. In the cosmic sense, it's planets and it's frequencies and it's all these different events that coexist that create these different momentums.
Yeah, and that is crazy, bro. I'm glad you said that. That Wi-Fi one is a good one because that
Oh
thing
yeah, dude.
came in and it.
Let me tell you, it's planet Saturn, bro. There's oh, man, I can't tell the whole history of it, but somehow the rings of Saturn have quartz crystal in it, and what it does is it transmits a signal to our moon. Our moon is some type of amplifier, which I don't know. I guess somehow it amplifies the motion from our energy, from our Earth. Because we're literally lunatics. Our moon controls our emotions or something. Let me see if I can turn this a little bit. Oh no, right there is good.
Hey, no, hey, it's crazy, right? Because there's times on psychedelics like I seen up there as it was just a reflection of this down here.
It was like a dome, wasn't it?
Yeah, I seen it. You see the dome around the planet.
Hmm.
You literally see that.
And
But when I
didn't you say something like you saw people peeking in and they'd walk away? Another person would peek in and walk away.
Yeah, that's when I was flying
Hmm.
through the waiting room on DMT. I was flying through the waiting
Yeah,
room and they had the different
deep
tunnels.
shit.
And like it like when I got to my face peeking in, it blew my mind. I'm like, what the hell is this, right?
Oh man, it is
It was
something.
trippy, but just seeing that as a reflection of down here is like it's
Yeah,
mind. Like, a lot of the experiences I had, they was mind blowing, bro.
I wish I could go that far, dude. I did like 5 grams of mushrooms, maybe a couple tabs of acid, but I never went full on where I've seen anything because I probably a part of me knew that you kind of already know you don't need to take any psychedelics,
Yeah, did you
And
so like you had more mindful thoughts when you dove in?
whenever I dove in, all they kept on repeating me was, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" It was like you need to create this. Like, what are you doing? You need to create it. And I couldn't understand it till it was like reflecting me. It was like you need to create this. What are you doing?
Oh.
And it was just telling me it was like an infinitive repeated word of what are you doing? Because I took it and I was like, tell me the truth. Tell me what the answers are. And it just told me, what are you doing?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah. Like what are you
yeah.
doing? It's like go out there
Yeah,
and create something.
yeah, go out there and create something. What are you doing? Yeah, that's what he told me, dude. And I was like flabbergasted, like, okay, well, what do I do? And then I realized that, okay, I have to go create my own happiness. What makes me happy? What makes me fulfilled? Don't worry
Yeah,
about what all these other people out here. I was going to tell you too about indoctrination and about how it doesn't just start in the schools and the governments; it's even the families, generational.
yep, yep,
Yep, and your parents want you to have a certain belief system. It's really interesting, man. How if you once you detach yourself from those beliefs, and it's like a tunnel vision. Whenever
yeah.
you say you're a Christian, you got tunnel vision. You got Muslim tunnel vision. You don't have the expansions of all possibility.
Yeah, of all possibilities. To me, sometimes it feel like it's one of the first deaths.
Uh,
It's like one of the first times, like literally dying and renewing yourself. Because like when I talk to my mom or something like that, she always go, "Well, this is what your grandma did, so that's why I do it, and this is what her mother did, so this is why I do it." And then you
right.
look at it and you going, "Man, hold on, you kill that aspect of you because you see it differently." So it's like that's why I think it's hard for a lot of us to let go of like those things right there because we don't want to die.
Mhm.
And that thing right there is living within you. So that part of you is you gonna kill off that fractal of yourself. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They kind of want to keep it living because that thing want to keep living. So you start to make the excuses of why you're doing it or why you gonna keep it there because let's see, John Baden is right about audio. Oh dang, what did John Baden say? Wait, hold on. True, can you please put your volume up a bit? The guy's like, oh, okay, dang, my bad. Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
got something to say about that.
yeah, go ahead.
I had a best friend, man, and we had a generational curse where he was in the Marine Corps, and his grandfather and his father, they would boot camp you from a kid, and they would pretty much tell you you're going to be a Marine, and it was hardcore living from a childhood, and we became best friends because of that kind of trauma. I have that same type of trauma in my family, and when I met him, our frequencies met, and I was like, I know this guy, and he knows me. We have the same type of flow going in our lives, and when we met, and we became best friends, but he couldn't he didn't break that generational curse. Right now, we're not best friends because he chose, to continue those curses of drugs and of alcoholism and family abuse.
Yeah,
And as kids, we promised each other, like, yo, dog, if we have a family, we're gonna be better parents than what we were, and we're gonna break those like holding those restraints on our family.
yeah.
But
You
when
know
it
what's
came down to
crazy?
it,
You know what messed me up is like
go
when
ahead.
I figured out raising kids and like me trying to do differently than what my parents did. I still ended up doing the same thing, kind of sorta. Like I
Yeah.
still ended up doing the same thing, not the same thing, but I did other things that were wrong by trying not to do what they did. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it was
Like
other mistakes that I made that were like worse than the mistakes they made.
okay, I think I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, we all learn from our experiences different ways, huh? Man, I
Yeah,
was learning about that too. I was thinking about how in life, when tragedies happen, it's like tearing down reality has to tear down that barrier so another one can be rebuilt.
yeah,
So whenever shit happens, like the other day, a drunk driver hit me and I lost my F-150, my truck.
yeah,
And I thought about it. I was like, man, it was such a fucked up situation. But I thought about it and I said, this was something to teach me that don't be so attached to these materialistic things.
yeah.
And I matured over it. And right away, I bounced back. Got myself a better vehicle and learned from what happened. And moved on.
That's
And
because we do get attached to certain things. Like I had
I did,
man, I
bro,
had
because
the
I don't have
Ford
much.
Flex. Bro, I had the Ford
Ford
Flex.
Flex.
Once
Ooh.
they went out, you feel me? I had the red and black when it was clean. It was nice, and somebody hit the corner and hit that shit, bro. Things ain't. I ain't had the right car ever since. Now I got something better. I had got something
um,
better, but still, it was just like, dang. I feel you. I was attached to that motherfucker though. That was like
I
my
was, bro.
favorite.
More than me, I'll tell you, I was more attached because I don't have much going on for me, bro. I'm a nobody in my life. I ain't got no friends much. I ain't got no girlfriends. So I really put my ego into my truck.
Yeah.
Whenever I was sad, I would just go to my truck and smoke. Whenever I would go for a
Yeah.
cruise. Yeah. So
See, but
when I lost that, let me hit
look,
that real quick.
that go
Oh, you,
yeah,
you
go
go
ahead,
first. You
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
go ahead. No, you go
Okay.
ahead.
When I lost that, it was almost like I wanted to give up. I was like, I love that truck more than I love myself at that point.
Yeah.
But I made sure that I didn't commit to that. There's plenty of times where I was super sad and wanted to give up. But that was another point where it was like, okay, are you going to give up or are you going to move on and just persevere?
Yeah, and keep
Yeah,
going like that. And
right. Go ahead.
I think that's why we built this place right here. That's why we built True Life Stories, so us nobodies can come together and realize we all are somebody.
I like what you're thinking.
You feel me? Like we all are
Mhm.
somebody. That's why I don't discriminate on who come on here and talk. Like it don't like
Nice.
we sharing each other. Like I want to share the platform with everybody, so we all have a place where we can come together and make friends, and you feel me, have people to talk to all the time. You feel me, especially when we get to those moments like me just losing two family members and then not even wanting to be around nobody and wanting to be by myself. Like you always have a place where you can come and people are gonna uplift you. You feel me? You no matter what you talking about, we gonna be there. We can chop it up. We can in like whatever. I think that's why we did this, bro. For you, for
Nice.
me, for you, for like you and me. And now you here and you talking to everybody. It's like
It's a trip. I'm thankful,
you got
and I
friends.
want to, yeah, yeah, and I want to thank everybody out there too that's listening, and there's plenty of times where I commented on shit, people blew me off and said, "Oh, that's new age nonsense,"
Yeah,
and I was just like, okay, well, I don't know, man. I feel like if everybody knew, I don't know, the view of what we're talking about, and soon it's gonna come, bro. I feel like soon there's gonna be an event or some type of awakening. It's called a light bulb event, like a 9/11 event,
yeah. It's happening right
and
now.
what, like with a bird flu or something?
Nah, I'm saying like you talking about what people like just wait.
Oh, right, the awakening.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
like the awakening, like because you got people like Charleston White. You feel
I want
me?
to tell you about some people, man. Do you know about David Icke?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, brother, he's speaking the truth.
yeah. I heard a lot of David Icke stuff. I heard a
He's
lot
on
of
it,
his.
bro. Let me tell you, bro, because what they did was he's on it. He really broke it down, and it makes sense. They took what was perfect and they inverted it.
Yeah,
So it's like if you have a stream of the river, let me get the camera, and if you cut off a little part of it, the fish can go in there and get trapped. It's a type of fishing strategy. If you cut
yeah,
like a part of yeah, and the fish, if you put food in there, the fish will travel off the main stream and get tunneled into a little part of the river.
and they won't be able to get back.
And into the mainstream because they're blocked by something that's
Yeah,
controlling that circle. And what that is what David Icke is saying is that it's all frequencies, the highest to low, and the ones that are resisting who they are and they don't want to believe it and they just are completely away, they're at the low frequency. And these beings are in the void where they're away from that stream.
yeah.
And what they do is they try to pull timelines or pull whatever, I don't know how, who knows how they do it, but they are, and they took the reality and they inverted it. Who knows how? They obviously put it to physical form, and obviously God must have let it happen because it's part of an experience that we're living.
That's
But
that's
yeah,
that's wild because like when you think about it, when you look at it like you just said about those little fish going into that little stream and getting caught, you can look at that as you can put religion in there. You can
well,
put
that's where it's all created in there.
yeah, you can put jobs in there. You can put
Everything.
anything in that thing because you'll go in it and you'll get trapped in it and you'll live the rest of your life in it until something pull you out. You feel me?
hmm
And like
Oh, exactly. That's what's coming, bro. Let me tell you,
that's
because soon enough,
crazy.
the one that's let me tell you, bro, because I be having dreams. Because whenever I don't be smoking weed and I go to sleep sober,
Yeah,
I can have these vivid dreams, and sometimes I be feeling like I be living there for like 6, 7 hours, living, doing stuff, walking around, being physical there,
yeah.
whatever. And when I wake back up over here, I have to remember who I am and what I have to do today, and yeah, shit like
Hey, that
that.
be me. I go through the tunnel. And then I
Yeah.
pop back here and I'm looking like, wait, hold
But let
on.
me tell you, bro, it's constantly infinite, bro. Like it's always infinite. Whenever you go over there, it's a constant reality. You go over here, it's
Yeah.
a constant reality. It's just always infinity, constant. It's never stopping.
Every time I go over there, I forget about this place. This place don't even exist.
Right, right, right. I agree with that.
Because when you're in that place becomes this place.
Yep, one hundred
Like that
percent.
place is this place now. You feel me? So it's like you forget about this place. It's like, and I do that a lot on psychedelics when I dive in and I go into certain places. The other places disappear, and I just become whatever I am in that reality right there, which is the wildest thing. But I gotta
Yep.
head out, bro. I'm sorry. I gotta go to work. I gotta get ready and head out
Man,
though.
me
No
too. I
cap,
work
bro.
tonight. Yep. I got the
I
night
had to
shift
pop.
tonight.
Yeah, I know. I had to pop in because I knew somebody wanted to come in, and I thank you for
Oh
stopping
man.
by, bro. I
Thank
thank
you
you
for
for
going
that.
live, True Life.
Yeah. And now
And
and man, come back again. Come back again.
I
I
just want
bet
to
you we
say,
can
yeah,
hit
yeah,
certain
yeah.
topics. Yeah.
I hit the notification. I just want to tell everybody to, at least life and peace, and let's just go forward. And I'm thankful for everything and everybody.
Yeah, you got friends, okay?
Yeah, thank you. We all do, man. We all got somebody,
Yeah, we all got somebody, but
and we all won.
yeah, and we all won, and we saying peace to y'all. So everybody have a good one. And on that note, we out of here.
Thank you, True Life. Have a great
Are
day,
you
brother.
welcome? And thank y'all, bro. Thank everybody out there too. Next time, you feel me? Next, I don't know who gonna come in next time, but dang, see, I'm telling you, we all got a piece to the puzzle. We all got a piece to the puzzle, and like, don't ever feel like you alone. That's why we created this place. You feel me? That's why y'all called me and I created this place. So we gonna get Discord back going, because I'm gonna tell you, bro, I don't want that. Oh, well, this person don't know what they talking about and all that, bro. It don't matter what nobody's saying. It's on you to have the mind to see it through their eyes. Can you see it through their eyes? Not meaning that you have to accept or believe what they believe, but can you see it through their eyes and build on what they're seeing with them in order to help them further they self? Because it's not always about you. You feel me? Just as simple as that, man. Like, yeah, man, you said the first time on your live. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. But yeah, this is, and I love it, bro. This is the way I like it. This is the way I like it. But thank y'all, and I'm about to head out, man. Y'all have a good day, and I might see y'all later. I don't know. We might got to keep doing this. Wally said not yet. Wally said not yet. He about to do 52 grams, and he said he going to wait, and then he going to holler at me after that, after he take the 52 grams. So he told me don't call him. So I was like, okay. But peace out. Next time, peace and love, bro.